There are two stretches that I like to do when I feel a bit tight in my lower back. That's one for the psoas or hip flexor. It's very simple, so stepping forward and lowering the back knee. First, find a comfortable position, a good place to start. You don't want to feel too much stretch yet. You want to be able to be comfortable and rest in that position. And then when you found it, then you deepen it, soften the pelvis down towards the floor, and a little bit sending that sitting bone there forward towards the heel. If you're okay, you can come up, rest on your knee. And the books are there to make it more comfortable. If it's still too much stretchy, then you can even use chairs to come more high with your upper body. And then you shift the pelvis back. For the back of the leg, the heel on the floor, extending it away from the sitting bone. Again, first make sure you're comfortable before you go to stretch. The leg doesn't have to be stretched, it can be bent. But your upper body wants to be upright. So you don't want to bend your spine, you want to sink down with your chest towards the knee. Don't put your hands on the knee, or don't bend the spine. Stay down with your hands or on the chest, and let your breath flow. Extending the heel away from the sitting bone, and rest. Spread your knees on the side so you can rest your body in between your legs. And then very small and easy, shift the pelvis a bit side to side to get a little motion in your sacrum. Rolling up, doing the whole story on the other side. This is just my tempo, you will do your own. Finding a good place to start. First, not too much stretching, so you can be supported with your arms, having an upright position in your upper body. Then you sink the pelvis down. Visualize a point on top of the head and down on your feet, and let those 2 points walk away from each other so this line gets longer. And then if you want to come up on your knee, sending that sitting bone forward and down towards that heel that is in front. When you feel that the stretch is getting a tiny little less, or the feeling is changing, it's getting cribbly, or it's transforming somehow, then basically you're done. And you can shift the pelvis back, and again, first establish a good place to start from. Now you can see as I am pulling up that toe so much, is not needed. Yeah? Again, to repeat, don't bend the spine. You want to sink the chest down towards the knee, not your head. And the pelvis slightly tilted forward. You can send that tailbone back and up a little bit within. You don't have to have a stretched leg, but don't put your hands on the knees. again here, use chairs to be more up if it's stretching too much. You don't want to stretch too much, you want to start from a possible position where you can sink, let go, melt. This is a stretch when you have difficulties at the beginning that you should do. Yeah, I recommend every day, twice a day even. Then resting, spread your knees on the side to rest your body in between and wiggle the pelvis side to side. The head is resting on the floor, feel its weight. Yeah. Then at the end I like to add this little bit of a thing for the thighs. You're spreading the knees on the side. Yeah, so you're sitting basically in between your heels, sorry, not your knees, your heels. And if that's too tight for your knees, there is a possibility, there is a solution. You can put a pillow or a rolled towel in between your legs. I didn't have it there for demonstration. And then you walk your hands back. Your shoulders stay free. The neck stays free. Again, now walking with points. Imagine a point at your knees, a point at the top of the head, and you want to let those 2 points walk away from one another. And then if you want to intensify that, you lift up the pelvis a bit, and lifting up the coccyx a bit towards the ceiling, so tailbone. The ribs are free so you can breathe. Yeah, the ribs are moving sideways and front and back when you're breathing in, and they're softening when you're breathing out. Explore this a little bit.